Hello, welcome to the Care Innovator Studio, live from the Care Innovation Summit in London. We're here with our first guest of the day, Big Ian.
First up, get it out the way, then move on to the quality.
Get it done. So Ian, do you want to tell us who you are and what you do?
Oh, that's a tough question. My name's Ian Donaghy. People just know me as Big Ian. I am a dementia campaigner, I'm a writer. I write books, I make films, they're used all over the world, and I work for nobody in care and with everybody. I'm an objective voice in care. I can call something out and if I think it's rubbish, and I won't lose my job because I haven't got one. But I can also champion the good that's out there. So I'm all about what's right and not about who's right, and I work with people to make things better for people living in care, and that's my plan, whether it's learning disabilities, whether it's people living with dementia. I've written a book called Dear Dementia that's in every library, one of 25 books in the world respected for dementia care, another one called The Missing Piece, all about bereavement, end of life, one called Pocket Full of Kindness, about the impact of acts of kindness, certainly within the world of care, and a book called Never Stop Drawing, all about neurodiversity. So basically I get bored very easily. I've got a wasp in my head and a washing machine or something like that, and I just need to be creative.
Just crack on. So obviously, when we talk about innovation, I think mostly people sort of go straight to technology or something like that, and I think you're a bit more people focused, right, from that perspective. And yeah, there's so much space for innovation, just with like how we build relationships with people, how we talk to people, what we do, how we entertain people, how we engage with them. Yeah, talk a bit about, you said you've got this music festival.
Yeah, well, I am a dinosaur who uses enough technology to avoid extinction. So I will embrace tech, and there is some amazing stuff that's out there. But I don't want everybody just to look at that. There's AI everywhere. And I just think the care sector needs a little bit more eye and a little bit more care and thought and thinking, how can we do stuff without spending loads of money? So in a week's time, I'm doing an event called All Together Now, which is in a car park in Nottingham at a care village, where it's people living with dementia, brain injuries, learning disabilities, the full lot, everybody all together. We empty the car park, put on a big festival stage, put loads of stalls around there, loads of food, loads of drink, and then we get people there and we say, right, so who's on the stage? Well, we've got a live band, pro musicians who know what they're doing. Tell me what you want to sing, and they will get up aged 80, 90, whatever, and sing their favourite songs with a live band, full PA system, a car park full of people dancing. We have all of the wheelchair, like the big armchair wheelchairs, the big sturdy things, and people just dancing around with them. It's like Strictly Come Dancing with wheels, and it's absolutely glorious. And it's called All Together Now because we're all together now. And it's not a tribute band to inclusion, it is inclusion. It's everybody, don't matter who you are, you're having a great time. And we run it from, I think, 2 o'clock till 6 o'clock on the Sunday. Everybody eats well, everybody drinks well, everybody dances, everybody dresses up. It's a carnival of togetherness. And that's what we do. And we've done it for the last, apart from when COVID was on, we did it since about 2018. And it's a beautiful thing. And there's loads of ideas I see that are making a massive impact. I know this sounds ridiculous, but for instance, one care home I was working with recently, we just got 40 people living in that care home. We did a training day, we got 4 pieces of blank A3 paper and put the name of the person on each, and we got around all the staff, and every member of staff wrote different things about that person because they saw a different person, they saw a different viewpoint. And what we got was a 360 from everybody, and that cost nothing. And by the end of it, when we went through it all, everyone was, all of the room just went, I never knew that about George. I never knew that about Miriam. I never knew that about Alice. And everybody knew a different version of that person. Now, that's not technology.
But it's
that's
still
a bit
innovation,
of paper.
Though, isn't it?
But it's an innovation.
It's still innovation.
And it's a lovely thing. But then I see some innovations that I think are shocking. Like shocking. I was in a care home where what they'd done is they'd got every person who moved into that place and they'd taken a photo of their old front door. And then what they'd done is they'd gone to a large printer and printed the door and put it on
Like
the thing
their door,
as a laminate sort of thing. And
Sounds nice.
it's a beautiful idea. It's gorgeous. I was in the car. I was driving back from the northeast. I went, that is a gorgeous idea. I went in and told them. I said, that's one of the best ideas I've ever come across. And then I came home that night, parked the car up outside, and I just went to my front door. And as I had my hand on the handle, I just thought, I trust this handle that when I push it down and I open the door, it's going to smell like my house, because everyone's house smells different. We don't know why, right? And I'm going to hear my kids arguing or whatever, right? Or I'll hear them laughing or whatever it is.
The noise of them emptying out the fridge.
Yeah, everything. The whole hubbub of just home life. And then I'm going to go in there, and that's going to be home, and I can't wait to be home. Imagine if I open that door, and there's a 13 by 13 room with a single bed, some generic furniture, and 3 photos there. Not only is that wrong, it's cruel.
Yeah.
Because you've promised me that that's my home.
And for someone with dementia, they actually might enter that room thinking that, right?
Exactly.
Like they might still be connected.
Because that's what
that
you're
idea,
thinking. Oh, fantastic! I've got that. So, I've been talking to some of the stands here, the furniture guys, and some of them have asked me, "What do you think about this idea?" And I went, "Why ask me?" I said, "Why ask me? Why ask your designers? Why ask so and so? Right? Get yourself into some care homes, and there are care homes everywhere who are up for being hubs of expertise. These are the experts in dementia. They don't get Fridays and Saturdays off. They don't get, Christmas Day off, right? They don't get 6 weeks holiday. So go in, ask, is this a good idea or is this rubbish? And that's where you need to find. Don't ask about fancy designers who've done their MAs and all manner of stuff, right? And just thought, oh, this looks beautiful, this looks great. Think, right, what does somebody want in their own home? What do they want? And we need to be asking the real experts, right? And not asking people who claim to be
I
experts.
think comfort's really important, because a lot of people that are living in care homes, you spend a lot of time sitting in chairs, right? Now, we were in a care home recently, and there was a lady playing with a fake doll,
right?
And she was sat there for 4 or 5 hours,
right?
Just sat, and she was happy. She was happy with that. She was having a lovely time, but she was sat in this chair for 4 or 5 hours. So you want that chair to be comfortable, right?
There is of course the problem with dolls. All right. So the people who have a problem with dolls are often the children of the people whose parents have a doll, right? And they just say, "What? My dad doesn't want to. Who doesn't want to play with a doll? Doesn't want to." And what I think you need to realise is what the outcome is of that. Because if you were to say, right, I've got something here that's going to get your dad calm, it's going to make him feel at peace, right, and happy and content, and it's not a drug, and it's got no side effects. If you were to say, I've got something that's going to really soothe your dad and make him feel happy and just really content and just happy in where he is and feel nice with no side effects, you would prescribe that straight away instantly. But it's the fact that it's a doll. I was at an event and they had one of these things that looks like, they're called dementia dolls, and it looks a bit like a Cabbage Patch Kid.
Yeah.
If you remember
when they're
that.
weighted and everything.
Yeah, they're quite heavy, right?
Yeah.
And I just went, well, this is a ridiculous. This doesn't even look like a child. It doesn't even look like a child. What a stupid idea. So, and as I'm doing it, and I stood up, and I started walking forward 1, 2, 3 step, and then back 1, 2, 3 step, walking back 1, 2, 3 step.
Bit of a hip
1, 2,
shuffle.
bit of a hip shuffle.
Yeah.
Now,
It's
we've
built in
been
there.
there. We've
yeah.
been there, right? And you're doing the thing, and and suddenly I'm going, right, and I'm doing this, and I'm moving from side to side and doing it. And then I went, and I don't know whether you did this, but this worked a treat with my toe. So you make a sort of like a grumbly noise, which apparently is something that sounds quite nice, similar to something inside the womb or something like that. And then started singing the songs that I used to sing for my kids. And I just went, I feel better.
Yeah.
And I went, this feels nice. And I was so not playing this game. And I felt really quite nice.
Yeah.
And it took me back to that moment. And even though we were tired, York, we were exhausted.
Yeah.
Right? Have you got two?
Yeah, I got two, yeah.
Yeah. And there's bits where you're absolutely good for now.
Yeah.
But
does that end?
that was lovely. That was well, I've got them 22 and 18 now, and
so,
it's still but just doing that. And so, do you know, like for instance, this furniture here, right? I could sit in this. This is the one thing this has, and some care homes don't do it. They have furniture without arms. Why would you? People who have mobility problems might as well be trapped. You might as well put a rope around them, you know, and tie them down, you know, cable ties, because if they can't get up. Whereas this, you can get up. It's firm. It's comfortable.
Yeah,
it's not too stiff. It's, you know, you don't like sink into it. It's really good, and you need that. But I'll tell you what you don't need in care homes: fake stuff.
Fake stuff.
I don't think we need fake. I don't need a fake train ride. I don't need a screen with a fake train ride. Do you know, my mother-in-law, when she had dementia, we took her on trains.
Yeah.
Right? We took her on trains. The staff on trains are fantastic.
Yeah.
There's help there if you need it. You know, we took my mother-in-law with dementia to New York, to Manhattan, and it was exhausting. It's what she always wanted to do. We did it. I can honestly say I've been to New York 3 times since, and I enjoyed it more with my mother-in-law because I knew we were doing something amazing. So there's a lot of fake stuff out there, and I think go for the real stuff, because if you can, why wouldn't you? It takes more time. Try and do the same things differently.
Nice. Okay, so innovation actually is maybe for you about thinking about people, thinking, because there's still a lot of that to do, isn't there? You know, forgetting the technology and just saying like, how do we look at that person and say, how do we innovate the care for you?
The key innovation we need to do now, I'm going to be announcing a bit later on. I'm going to go around the country and meet people who work in care, people receiving care, and we're going to create a campaign called It's Not Just Care, It's My Career. And we are going to find the next generation of care when it comes to schools, colleges, universities, people who are working in other jobs and are disenchanted and want something amazing. And that's what we're going to do. That's a big innovation, because I tell you now, there's a huge hole in the staffing, and we need the right people, the best people, the people who really care. They're not just there to pay a bill, they're there to make a difference, and we're going to go looking for that. So if we get all the tech stuff right, and we get all the people-y bits right, care could be amazing. But we need to really crack on together, and everybody needs to roll the sleeves up and say, right, are we going to do this together? And so that's what it's all about today. So three different parts to this summit today, and I think there's going to be some great speaking.
What's important about things like this today?
I think the bits in between, the bits where people talk. I've just met a fella there who I've not met before. In half an hour, he was so good. I went, do you know so and so? And he went, yeah. I went, she'll love you. And he went, honestly, I've met some people here, and I meet a lot of people, some people already who I haven't met before. And then I've formed a connection with them. You know who they are, you know what they're about. Some incredibly clever people. And different ages, different parts of their career. And I think the thing that worries me, though, at all these things, I wish there were loads of younger people, right? You know, the space here, invite some younger people to see what this is, and they could be the people of the future. It's a no-brainer. We need to be looking.
Your young senior carers, your young assistant managers.
It's the future of care, right? The future of care, and yet a lot of the people that are involved aren't going to see it, whereas we need to look ahead for the future of care. Otherwise, there won't be one. So that's what we need to do. But I tell you now, there's some innovation happening. I'm really excited to hear people's ideas. And as I say, it's always good to see you guys here. doing a top job.
Thank you very much. Scones.
Oh, right. Every time. Right, scones. This is my area of expertise.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh,
I thought you
totally.
were northern, so I thought maybe
no.
that wouldn't be.
Oh, come on, man.
I thought it was a southern
No,
thing.
date and walnut are my favourite.
Oh, God.
Right, date and
no.
walnut.
Oh,
Like, in fact, I don't eat sugar as a rule, right? But scones are the sugariest thing I will go to. That's my limit.
So you're having date and walnut scone.
I'll have any
And then
scone,
are you
mate.
going jam cream or cream jam?
I don't care. I'm not bothered. It all goes in. You can. Well, it doesn't matter. You can hold it that way. You can hold it that way. It doesn't matter. It goes in. Your
Yeah.
teeth.
So you're putting the lid on and having it as a
Of course
sandwich.
you are. God, what sort of animal are you? What sort of animal
You're
are
not
you?
dunking it in
what
oat
you need-
milk.
Oh,
You dunking it in
Oh,
oat milk?
this is the north-south divide. Right, it's dead easy, right? So what you do? I don't even do the cream stuff, to be honest, like because you just do a bit of butter, sugar-free jam or marmalade, and I tell you, it's all good, man. It's all good. And to be honest, a cheese scone with a bit of cooked ham and some blue cheese inside, melted. Oh, heavenly. Seriously,
This is not where
forget
I
about
expected
care.
this
I'll
to
talk
go,
about
yeah?
scones for the next 3 hours. I adore scones. So, but jam or cream, don't matter. It's all delicious, all good, and the best scone you will find anywhere is parlour-made scones in the Shambles in York. It's mint.
You heard it here.
It's true. You heard it here. And they even delivered to my house during lockdown because they liked the work I was doing involving people in care. They came round to my house with a basket full of the
Oh,
goods.
nice.
It was brilliant.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Oh,
as
first,
ever.
well, there you go. You've got the worst in out the way. You can now have the lovely people that
Yeah.
just behave. Bless you.
Cheers,
Top
then.
man.
Cheers,
Good to
Ian.
see
Thank
you.
you. Bye-bye.
Top man.